Can expect some more windy conditions to be present here in the Borderland for this Friday, and the possibility of some blowing dust and maybe even debris out on the roads as well. So it's looking like we do have another gusty, dusty day ahead of us as we get into our later morning hours. Taking a look ahead here at what we can expect going into our morning hours, you can see Friday 7 a.m. around 28 miles per hour coming out of the southwest here for your gusts. El Paso 20 Las Cruces. Again, this is Friday 7 a.m. and going into the rest of our day, we can expect those gusts to increase. You can see here that red color kind of trickling in here into the Borderland, indicating that rise in that wind speed. So around 36 miles per hour, El Paso Las Cruces is what we can expect by 9 a.m. And we don't stop there. It's possible we could be getting up to around 40 miles per hour for El Paso Las Cruces, a little bit above here in Las Cruces by the time we reach your lunchtime hours. If you're heading out the door for lunch, make sure to just be mindful as you're heading out on the roads. It could be a little gusty and dusty. You could see some debris flying around. So again, we have another gusty day in store for us for this Friday, but it's looking like going into our weekend that will start to dissipate, leading to clearer skies and calmer conditions. Now again, taking a look back at 2025, we saw 41 dust events. That's a lot, and 15 major dust events that we recorded. And going into 2026 so far, we've already seen a couple. So whether that will continue, we'll have to keep looking at the models going ahead into our later months. But for right now, for today, we can expect those gusty, dusty conditions to continue for your Friday. Now, current temperatures right now, a little chilly if you're heading out the door, a little bit of cloud coverage here and there. 50 El Paso, 38 out in Las Cruces, 33 out in Deming, 36 if you're out in Ruidoso, and 29 degrees if you are out in Cloudcroft. So a little bit of chilly conditions out there, 41 degrees if you are out in Van Horn. So a little chilly this morning. If you're heading out the door, make sure to grab a jacket, and a gusty day ahead of us if we are taking a look at our next 12 hours. But in terms of temperatures, we are getting a little warmer as we head into our later morning hours. We are getting up to 60 degrees by 11 a.m. and by your lunchtime hours, when those gusts really start picking up, we will be getting up to 62 degrees. We could be getting up to the mid to upper 60s for your high temperatures for today, around 65 degrees to maybe 67 degrees by 3 p.m. for your peak temperature of the day before the sun sets below the beautiful mountains here in the Borderland, getting back down to those 60s. It's looking like we'll have a chilly Friday night ahead of us as well, so make sure to grab that jacket again in your later evening hours if you have any fun plans going on. As for forecasted highs, again for today, we are projecting to see 67 degrees El Paso, 64 Las Cruces, and those gusty, dusty conditions could be sticking around as we get more so into our later morning and afternoon hours. Some cloud coverage to be expected as well out in Silver City, around 50 degrees for your high temperature, and 71 degrees out in Van Horn with a little bit of hazy conditions there as well. As for your Future Trek 7-day forecast, brought to you by Mattress Firm, high of 67 for today, back down to the lower 60s Saturday, Sunday for your weekend with calmer conditions. And it's looking like going into our work week next week, we could see up to 82 degrees. So a little bit of jump in temperature there. As for Las Cruces, trending a little cooler as they usually do, high of 64 for today, back in those lower 60s until Monday, starting your work week, getting into the 70s with that partial cloud coverage, and then getting up to possibly again in the lower 80s Wednesday and Thursday, back down to 78 degrees.